Welcome back guys to this training. In this particular video, I'm going to be teaching you guys on how to create a personal website. In our previous class, we were able to look into the Elementor overview on how to make use of Elementor to design your website. So in this particular video, we are going to be designing our personal website using the Elementor page builder. So this is the personal website that we are going to be building as our first project. So this is the personal website that we will be designing. This particular website is designed using the Elementor page builder, right? As you can see, it's a full customized website. So this is the first website that we will be designing as our personal website. So to do that, let's go back to our page. So to do that, go to pages. Let's go to pages. Then right click, then click on home, right click on edit, click on open a new tab. Okay, open a new tab. Just give it some time to load up. Alright, then click on edit with Elementor. Alright, so it has loaded up. So what we'll be doing, we'll be designing this website using the Elementor. Okay, so to do that, let's take a look at our sample page again. So let's start by adding our session. Like I said in the when we're discussing about the Elementor, when designing with Elementor, you always consider these three things: the session, the column, and the elements, right? Like I said, the session is the full session. Like for instance, this particular website, this whole space that you are seeing with this background image is one session, right? So the session contains the column, while the elements are placed inside the column. So these are the things that you have to consider when designing with Elementor. All right, so to do that, let's start by adding an image. Okay, this particular image that you are seeing here, let's start by adding it. Okay, so let's go back. All right, so to do that, click on this plus sign. All right, so let me select my session. All right, so let me go back. Then let me drag an image. So this is the image. Just drag and drop. Okay, just drag and drop. So what do I want to do next? Let me reduce the size of this image. Go to style. Let me reduce the weight. Let me reduce the height. Okay, I think it's okay like this. Alright, so let me add the image. By now you might have gotten the image that you want to make use of. Okay, so choose image. Click on choose image. Alright, this is the image I want to use. So let me select. Click on select. Alright, so I now have this image here. So from this our sample, you can see this image is in form of a round shape. Alright, so let's make this our image a round shape. So to do that, go to style. Okay, go to style, then go to border. That is the border radius. Make sure that all these values are linked together. Alright, so let me then set. Alright, so let me make it 100 pixels. Okay, as you can see, the image is changing shape. Alright, so let me just leave it at 100. Let me leave it at 100. Okay, I think it's okay like this. It's okay. Okay, let me reduce the width a little bit. Let me make it 20 pixels. Then the height, let me make the height to be, let me make it 190. Sorry, let me make it 190 pixels. Alright, let me make it 190. So that is it on how to add this image. So the next thing that we will be doing, as you can see from this sample, we have this background image that is on it. Okay, so to do that, let's go to this particular website. Let's go to this particular website called unsplash.com. Alright, so with unsplash.com you can be able to get quality image that you can use for your website. Okay, so let's go to unsplash.com. So to do that, just go to unsplash.com. So this is unsplash.com. Alright, then search for the image that you want to use. Let me say I want to make use of a laptop image. Just search for laptop image. Okay, laptop image. Okay, enter. Alright, so let me search for the image I want to use. Let me just search for the one I want to make use of. Alright, so as you can see, this image, okay, we have a mock, this cup that we have here. So let me search an image with mock, laptop image with mock. Okay, let me see if I can be able to get out a particular image. Do I still have this image here? Let me see. So I don't think I have this particular image here. So let me just select another image for the sake of this training. Okay, so let me select another image. Let me just look for another image and use. Okay, let me go for this one. Click on download. Alright, it's downloading, so just allow it to download. So when it's done downloading, the next thing we are going to do, we are going to go to a website called photop.com. It's an online photo editor. You can use it to resize your image. Like I said, when you are uploading any image on your website, always make sure that the size of that image is not that much. Alright, so that it will help enhance the functionality and the speed of your website. So always make sure that your image the size is not up to 1 MB. At least you can, then photop.com can help you reduce that particular image and help you to resize it. Okay, so this particular image we have here is up to 1863 kilobytes. You see, the image is small. So let's go to photop.com and resize this particular image. Okay, let's go to photop.com. So this is the photop.com. Then go to new project. Go to new project. Then name it. Let me name this project. Just name it the name that you want to give to it. Let me say cover image. Let me say cover. Let me just say cover. Okay, then the width, let me make the width, let me make the width to be 1200. Okay, let me make it 1200. Then the height, let me make it 600. Alright, let me make the height 600. Okay, the background is white. Alright, click on create. Alright, so let me go and import the image. Alright, so let me go to my file. Alright, so this is the image I want to make use of. This is the image. Okay, let me drag this image down. Okay, not this. Okay, so as you can see, this particular image is up to 1.81 MB. So the size is small, so I want to resize this particular image. So let me just drag and drop. Let me keep it here. So just give it time to load. Alright, so this is the image I'm using. So what I want to do, let me just extend the size. Okay, let me take it back again. Okay, let me take it up. Okay, I think it's okay like this. All right, so as you can see, you are seeing these blue lines, this blue line. So all you have to do, click on your hold the shift button, hold your shift button, then click on enter. Okay, so the lines are gone. All right, so the next thing to do, go to file, then click on export it as JPEG. All right, because JPEG has a form of that is the least size. Okay, click on JPEG. So let me make the quality to be 60%. Okay, let me make it 60. So don't go beyond 60. All right, click on save. All right, so as you can see, the size of this particular image has reduced from 1.8 MB to just 39 kilobytes, 39.9 kilobytes. So this is how you can resize your image. Okay, so that is it. So let's go back. All right, let's go back. So let me go to my page. So to add this background image, click on this edit session or edit container. Click on it. All right, click on it, go to style. All right, then go to background type, select a classic. All right, click on choose image. All right, so go to upload files, select files. Okay, so let me look for that particular image. Let me go to my download. Okay, I think this is the image. All right, this is the image. Then select it, click on open. All right, then select. All right, so we now have our image. Okay, so let me go to image resolution. Okay, let me leave it at full. All right, okay, so what more? Repeat, no repeat, position default, let me leave it at default. Okay, so display size, let me make it cover. Let me make the image size to be cover, or let me leave it at contain. No, let me make it cover. Leave it at cover. All right, so that is it. So let's go back to layout. Go to layout. All right, so let me increase the height of this image. Okay, or let me say go to image content full width, select a full width. Okay, then minimal height. Let me make the minimal height to be okay. Let me work on the height. Okay, let me leave it at 600. Okay, let me leave it at 600. 600 will be much. Okay, let me just leave it at 530. Okay, so this is the image. So let me just compare it to this particular one. Okay, it's okay like that. Let me leave it at 530. All right, so the next thing I want to do, as you can see from this particular image, that if you take a very good look at this this is our sample page, you will see that we have a background color on it. All right, so let's add this background color. So before that, what I want you to do, go to your Chrome and add this extension, this ColorZilla. Okay, add this ColorZilla to your Chrome extension, so that you can be able to use it to pick the exact color that you want to make use of. All right, so that we won't be contradicting the colors. Okay, so that is what we are going to do. So in this particular sample, we have this blue color. All right, so just go to the ColorZilla, just download it as an extension to your Chrome. Go to your ColorZilla. So let's pick a color from it. Okay, then go to color picker. Okay, go to color picker. So let's search for blue. This is the color I want to make use of. Alright, so when you have this color, just copy the code. This code, just copy it. Alright, so let's go back. Okay, so what I want to do, I want to add a background color to this image. Okay, so to do that, let me let me go to style. Alright, go to background overlay, select classic. That is under background type, select classic. Okay, then select color. Alright, then paste this color that you just copied from the ColorZilla. Ctrl V. Alright, so we now have this background color. Okay, so I can let me reduce the opacity. Okay, so let me reduce the opacity of this color. Okay, or let me increase it. Let me just leave it at 0.5. Okay, that is okay. Let me leave it like that. It's kind of different. Okay, let's just leave it like this. Alright, so this is how you can work on your colors. So this is the color that you are using for this training. Okay, so let me leave it like this. Okay, let me reduce it one more time. Okay, let me leave it at 0.45. It's kind of better. Okay, so the next thing we are going to do, let's take a look at the sample again. So let's add this text, this name, and this WordPress developer and SEO expert. Let's add these two names to it. Alright, so to do that, let's go back. Go to your, let me add a text box. Okay, drag, that is, let me just add a heading. Just leave it. Let me add another thing. Let me add a text editor. Okay, just drop it. Okay, so that is this so let's edit it. So you can just write your name. So here I have a Godwin Christian and WordPress developer and SEO expert. Alright, so let me just edit it. Let me start with this one. Okay, let me centralize it. Okay, so let me write my text. Then write your text, that is the title. Okay, Godwin Christian. Okay, so let me change the color. Go to style, text color. Let me change it to white. Okay, let me change it to white. Let me make it white. Okay, alright, let me make it white. Okay, let me see how this one is looking. Okay, it's okay. So what next? So let me change let me add a shadow to this. As you can see, we have a text shadow to this particular one I have here. So let me add a text and shadow. Okay, let me add a text and shadow. I can change the typography, or let me first of all increase the size. Let me increase the size. Okay, 32 is okay. 32 is okay. 32 is okay. Let me go back to the content. Let me make it all caps. So let me remove this. Okay, let me make it like this. Alright, so let me change Let me go to typography. Okay, the size is okay. Let me leave it at 30. Okay, so what next? Let me change the font. Let me use another font. Let me use this no, I don't like this font. Let me look for a very good font to make use of. So you can just select the font that you prefer, but make sure you maintain which font is this particular one. Okay, so let me just look for a very good font to use. This is Roman New Time. No, I don't like this Roman. Let me search for this particular font. Okay, this is Times Roman. Okay, let me make use of this New Times Roman. Okay, so that is it. So what do I have to do next? Let me see how this one is looking. So let me increase the width. Let me increase the width of this my text. You can see on typography. Let me increase the width. Let me make it bold. Okay, alright, so that is it. So let me add a text and shadow. Let me add a text and shadow. Let me add a text shadow to it. Text shadow. Let me add a text shadow. Okay, let me make use of black for the text and shadow. Alright, so just select black. Let me make use of black for the text and shadow. Okay, so let me increase. No. Oh, sorry, I'm clicking on the image instead of the text. Okay, so let me add it here. Okay, I think it's okay like this. Okay, we now have a text and shadow. Alright, so one more thing, this color that we are making use of, I don't like this particular color. Let me change this color to something else. This our overlay color. Okay, so let me change it into something else. It's not corresponding with what we have here. Let me look for this exact color that I have here. Okay, so let me just change it. Let me go to my background overlay. Okay, so let me change this color to something much better. Let me go back to this color. Let me go with this. Let me change it. Okay, I think it's much better this way. Alright, I think it's much better this way. So let's leave it like this. Let's leave it like this. So as you can see, we now have a text and shadow to this particular text. Alright, so let me work on this heading. this paragraph rather. All right, so let me change the text. So what do I have here? As WordPress developer and the SEO expert. Okay, so let me add it. WordPress developer, and SEO expert. Okay, so let me centralize it. WordPress developer and the SEO expert. Okay, so that is it. Let me centralize it. So let me change the color, text color to white. Let me change the text color to white. All right, so let me increase the size, the text size. Okay, so let me check. All right, let me increase it. Okay, it's okay like this. Let me just make it okay. Let me leave it at 24. All right, so let me work on the width. Let me make it bold. All right, so I think it's okay like this. Okay, let me reduce the size a little. Okay, then bold. Okay, it's okay. Style, normal. Okay, so that is it. So we are done putting this header and this paragraph that we have. Okay guys, now that we are done putting these two heading and this paragraph, so let's add these two buttons that are right here. All right, so to do that, to add this button, so what we have to do, let's go to our Elementor. All right, so go down to this place that says this plus sign here. Click on add new container, then select this container that has a 2 column. Click on it. All right, so what I want to do, I want to drag this column to this position in this section. So let me position it here in the same way that it's looking here. All right, so to do that, go back, go to advanced, and then under your margin, unlink all the values together. Just unlink all the values together, then take it up. Okay, take it up. Okay, so just take it up. All right, let me leave it at this position. Okay, let me go back to my Elementor. Then let me drag this button, just drag this button and leave it here. Also drag okay, let me drag another one, drag this one also and leave it here. All right, so let me centralize it. Let me also centralize this one. All right, so let me edit this particular one. Click on it. All right, then change this text to hire me. Okay, change it to hire me. Okay, also that is it. So let me edit this one first before I edit the other one. So in this particular one, you can see it's in the form of a circle shape. All right, so let me change the shape. Okay, let me change it. So to do that, go to style, then go to the border radius, link all these values together. All right, then just, all right, let me leave it like this. Let me leave it at 28. Then go to go to typography. Let me increase, go to typography. All right, let me increase the size. Okay, go to typography, go to style, typography, then increase the size. Let me increase the size. Okay, I think it's okay like this. Okay, so the next thing I want to do, let me add, if you can see this particular body, particular one, we have a border around it, this white border around it. So let me add it, and also it also has an over color. By the time I bring this mouse to it, you can see the change in color. So let me add all these effects to it. Okay, so let me go back. It's like this size is too much. Let me reduce the size a little bit. Let me make it 20. Okay, let me make it 20. So let me add this border. Let me go back. Let me add a border to it. Let me add border type. Let me make it solid. Okay, let me add color. Let me add a white color to the border. Okay, let me make it white. Okay, all right, so let me add the border width. So okay, the border width, let me make the border width to be 2 pixels. Let me make it a bit, or 1 pixel. Let me make it 1 pixel. I don't want it to be too obvious. Okay, it's okay like that. Let me add this hover effect. That is this particular effect, you see. All right, so let me add this hover effect to it. All right, go to hover, this hover, click on it. Then the color, the background color, I want it, select classic. Then let me make it blue. All right, I want it to have the same color with this background. Okay, all right, you can see, let me make it blue. All right, so you can now see the effect. I don't like that in color. Okay, let me reduce it. Let me reduce the opacity. Let me reduce the opacity. So I want it to have the same color with this background. Okay, I think it's okay like this. All right, let me leave it like this. So this is how you can add an over color to this particular button. All right, so I'm done with this particular one. So let me right click on it, then let me copy it. So let me go here, go to this particular one, right click on it, and paste, click on paste style, so that I will repeat the same style that I applied on this button to this other button, then paste style. All right, so I now have the same style here. So what I will do, I will change this text to, what do I have here? I will change this text to about me, and I will also change this hover color to black and the border color to black. Right, so that is what I want to do this same place. Okay, then change this color to about, this text to hire me. Change the text to about me, rather change it to about me. Okay, change it to about me. Then this border color, let me change the border color to black. Go to style, go to border color, let me change it to black. All right, so let me change the hover, go to hover, this hover, the background color, let me change the background color to black. That is for the hover. Change the background color to, okay, let me first of all change this the background color. Let me change the background color before I change the hover color. Go to normal, background color, go to background, select classic, then the color, change the color to black, because that is what you are having in this other one. Alright, so this is the color. It's now on black. Okay, it's now on black. So go to hover. Let me change this hover color. Go to hover, go to the background type, go to color. So let me change the color to black. No, let me change it to transparent. Alright, so this is the hover effect. So by the time you click on it, it will be showing you this particular color. Let me see if the same thing that I have here. Oh, okay, the hover color here is black while the background is transparent. Oh, I'm making a mistake. Alright, so let me make it black. Alright, so let me work on this let me work on the background color. The background color should be transparent. Okay, alright, so this is it. So by the time, alright, so that is it. So let me work on the hover again. The hover should be black. Okay, the hover color should be black. Okay, that is it. Alright, so we now have it like this. So the background color, this border color, the border color we're having here is black. So let me make it black. Okay, let me make it black. Let me make the border color black. No, not black. Let me make it white. It's black. So let me. Okay, the hover color is white for the border. Alright, so let me make it white. Alright, so we now have exactly the same thing here. Alright, so that is it. So this is how you can edit all of this. So the next thing I want to do, I want to make it close to each other, just the same way we have it here. Alright, so to do that, let's go back. Let me start with this one. Alright, so click on it. Alright, go to advanced, then go to margin, unlink all the values together, then click on margin left, no, margin right. Okay, so let me bring it close. Alright, so you can just, you see how close it's getting. So this is how, let me leave it at 200. Okay, let me leave it at 200. Alright, so let me go back to this other one. So let me also drag this. Okay, unlink it together. So let me margin left. So let me bring it close to each other. Alright, so just make it the same way you did for this also. Let me leave it at 200. So I just want it to be close to each other. Alright, like I said, okay, I think it's okay like this. Alright, let me leave it this way. Okay, like I said previously, margin is the space outside the element, while padding is the space inside the element. So you use a padding and margin to control all of this. So for this particular test and this image, so let me bring it down a little bit. Okay, let me start with this one, and also I will also bring this image down a little bit. So that is how you edit all of this. So let me bring this particular one down, then go to advanced. So under advanced, that is where you have your padding and the margin. Alright, so let me start with the margin. let me start with the margin. All right, so link all the values together. Okay, link all the values together. So let me bring it down a little bit. Okay, let me bring it down. Okay, I think it's okay. Then go to padding, because I want to go to padding. I want to bring the text down a little. All right, so unlink all the values together. Okay, I think it's okay like this. Let me leave it at 50. All right, so that is it. So this other one, let me bring it down a little bit. This other one, go to advanced also, link all the values together. So let me bring it down. Okay, which one am I working on? All right, so let me bring it down. All right, bring it down. So let me work on this particular. Let me take this WordPress developer and SEO expert. So let me bring it up. Okay, let me bring it up. So let me bring it up a little bit. Okay, I think it's okay like this. We are having something similar. All right, so this is how you edit all of this. So let me work on this particular one too. Let me work it. Okay, let me bring it down. Padding bottom or padding top. Let me pad it to at the top. This still not reflecting. All right, so that is it. So let me work on this image. Let me bring this image a little bit down. It's like it's too close to the image is too close to the header. So let me bring it down a little bit. All right, so let me unlink all this. Let me link these values together. Let me link it together. So let me bring the image down. All right, I think it's okay. It's okay like this. So that is it. This is how you can edit all of this. So just follow this method. If there is any other thing that you want to add or your own, so it's easy. So all you have to do is drag and drop, select any of these elements that you have on your Elementor. You can use any of them to edit all of this. So in the next class, we are going to start designing this about me. So this is what we are going to be designing in the next class. All right, stay tuned guys, till next class. Bye bye.